Whoever thought that judge was going to give Meek a new trial, I got a bridge. It's in Brooklyn. It's for sale. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Hey, so Meek Mill has been denied a new trial by Judge Brinkley. And I did quite a few videos on this before. Some of the things that I was saying is that I doubt very much that Judge Brinkley would give Meek Mills a new trial. It's just not something that I would see that she would do. I was saying that all they could do is that they can hope that they can force her off of the trial by another, force her to step down. But she has refused to step down. But this is the thing, right? Okay, let's get into why, if she isn't, a dirty judge, let's not just assume that she is, why she would be upset, so upset at Meek, that she's like, nah, I'm not getting off this charge. I'm not getting off this trial. Everything was good. All right, let's just go over why she wouldn't real quick. Meek Mills, and not the lawyer that he currently have, but the lawyers that he had before. I believe it was the lawyers that he had previously. They accused Judge Brinkley of a few things. One of the things they accused Judge Brinkley of is wanting him. Oh man. They wanted Meek Mills to redo On Bended Knee. Like, what's going on with that song? Like, I'm gonna have to listen to that song again. Like, really? Did that song need to be redone? Like, I don't know. Anyway, so supposedly she wanted them to redo On Bended Knee. That's the funniest part of everything, that she was like, you better do this if you want me to let you go. Also, supposedly she wanted Meek Mills to leave his management that he's currently with, who he signed to now, and signed with like one of her friends or whatever the case was. Supposedly, quote unquote. I'm doing air quotes over here, y'all. Quote unquote. So they basically accused her. They basically took shots at her integrity. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're a judge, you're supposed to kind of be at the top of the food chain as far as integrity is concerned. Your integrity should be unimpeachable. And they attacked her integrity, and not for nothing, but if anyone believed those things, that was like, any of her, I could just imagine, like, when she hung out with the other judges, how niggas is laughing. They, like, she show up, like, because, you got people who you work with that don't like you, and they just... And she just like goes places, and they're playing the old Bended Knee song because they try to throw shots at her everywhere. I could just imagine this shit. Like, she'll just be like in a restaurant and some random person to just, cue it up. You understand what I'm saying? So, oh man, really. Anyway, so she doesn't want to let it go. And I would assume that one of the reasons why she wouldn't want to let this go is because you kind of tried to ruin my career. You get it? You can't really be a judge if people think that you're giving favorable rulings to people who's doing things that you want. You understand what I'm saying? You can't be taking bribes, basically. So, yeah. All jokes aside, that was a shot at her and could possibly ruin her career. So that's why I would see why she would be against it. Like, nah, my nigga, I'm not going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? But if you look at the evidence, because if I believe I'm correct about this, the probation officer didn't think that Meek Mill should have been locked up and sent to jail in the first place. The DA, assistant DA, the DA's office think that the trial needs to be a new trial because the officers that was involved with Meek Mill's initial arrest were dirty. And the funny thing about it is, a lot of the quite a few of the people who they got locked up and put in jail, I believe some of them received new trials. So why can't Meek Mills receive a new trial? For everybody that doesn't know how this works, right? When you get convicted and you're convicted solely or mostly off of the testimony of anyone, whoever it might be, and then that individual is proven to have lied in court and has been proven to have created evidence against other individuals, you can then now go to the judge and ask for a retrial. Because if they did it 10 times before, there's a good chance, especially under murky situations and circumstances like Meek Mill's arrest was, I think they accused him of like having a weapon and drawing down on like a whole ton of cops and trying like he was like, you know, Dirty Harry or some shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like in the freaking OK Corral. Like they really accused Meek of doing some shit that ain't nobody gonna do. And if any black man did do it, the police would have shot him dead. You understand what I'm saying? Like the shit that Meek was accused of, as far as with the gun case, the shit that they accused him of, no black man is not getting shot dead in that situation. You understand what I'm saying? Especially in Philly. You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of that, there was like 10 to 12 officers that was arrested last year. And those 10 to 12 officers, a couple of those were the ones that actually, they arrested. I think they got locked up or they go into trial or whatever because they was just extremely dirty. Running drugs, everything. Guns, everything. They was just extremely dirty. So if you know that these cops are extremely dirty and you were a judge on the bench when the testimony of these particular officers put someone away, and then that person's attorneys filed for a new trial because the evidence that put them away will now not be... See, this is why she doesn't want to... This is, for everybody that doesn't know, the reason why she doesn't want to give Meek Mill a new trial is because they can't use the evidence that convicted him. You understand? The evidence that convicted him, they can't use it. If he gets a new trial, he walks. Period. Just for everybody that don't know, I know I'm being real long-winded on this bullshit, but just for everybody that don't know, because I've seen quite a few people talk about it, but but it doesn't seem like they're breaking it down. They're just saying, oh, well, you know, Meek Mill trying to get a new, and she said no. What is she? Nah, you got to understand. They can't use the testimony that convicted Meek Mills. They can't use any weapons that was produced by those officers. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like the officer, yeah, I found a gun on him. They can't use none of those, no weapon. They can't use any of the officers' testimony. They can't use any of the officers' notes. They can't use anything that the officers produced to lock Meek up. Nothing. Zero. So basically, there's no trial. If Meek gets a new trial, he walks. There's nothing for the DA to... what are they... There's nothing. There's nothing for the DA to even use in evidence. At least from the knowledge that I have on the case, he got convicted due to the officer's testimony. He got convicted because of a weapon that the officers produced that he saying that he didn't have in the first place. He got convicted because the officer says that he drew down on them and there was a shootout or something. This is why he got convicted. So now you can't use any of that because it's all tainted, because the officers that are that produce this particular evidence are dirty. Then there is no evidence. That's why she doesn't want to give him a new trial, I believe. Because, you know, granting him a new trial, she loses that conviction. Sometimes people just do shit for hubris. I don't think so much It's that she has a hard-on for Meek. Although I think she has a hard-on for Meek. I think it has more to do with the fact that you got to understand, it's hard for a woman to get ahead. Us men, we don't understand that. I'm letting you know right now. I don't understand it, but I know it. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard for a woman to get ahead. It's hard for a woman to get in a position of power and be taken seriously. These things are not easy. Us as men, sometimes we just take it for granted. But it is not easy for a woman to become a judge, be taken seriously. So sometimes when a female gets a position of power and you have a guy come along and try to taint their image, they take that personal. And it's not, I hate that guy, but I can't lose this fight. Let me know what y'all guys think about this. Leave the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombs. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.